Greetings in the name of Yahuwah and His Son Yahushua Mashiach. Greetings in the name of Yahuwah and His Son Yahushua Mashiach. My name is Malak Shalomo, and those fire hydrants, those fire trucks in the back there, they're pulling up because my trade is fire, man. You know what I'm saying? So this is a live trade here on Bitcoin, and is basically a Black Sun strategy, but I'm utilizing some different anchored VWAPs. So instead of just having one set of VWAPs like the RTH, this right here is the RTH VWAP, and that's anchored from 9:30 a.m. right now. It is Saturday, but I'm still considering it the RTH session, right? So this right here is VWAP from the Euro session, which is starting at 3 a.m. Eastern Time. So that's RTH VWAP, Euro session VWAP, and there's a bunch of deviations here. So you can see there's a bunch of deviations. So this is +3 from the Euro. This one right here is +3 from the ETH. This one right here is +2 from the RTH. This one right here is +2 from the the Euro session. And this one right here is +2 from the ETH session, right? The beginning of the session, 8 o'clock yesterday, which was what, the 16th? Yeah. So this is from the beginning of the session, right? So that's the ETH +2. Coming down here now, we have +1 for the RTH session, +1 for the Euro session, and +1 for the ETH session, right? So as you can see here, let's see, I tried a couple shorts here as we came up into after this, and this is a bad entry right here. Let me just point this out. All right, so this is a bad entry right here. Let me just see, open this up a little bit. Right, so this entry right here, after this big buying, going into Camarilla R3, right, which is in a overlapping higher value relationship. When we get this big buying right here, I should just hold on a little bit and wait to see price consolidate a little bit. But I kind of jumped the gun and went short right here, right? So it's basically a Camarilla R3 rejection, but there's too much volume in here for me to go short right away. I should wait to see. Hey, what's up, bro? Oh man. Let me see. Hold on. Share screen. Let me stop streaming. And then, is it showing up now? Man, I don't know what to do here because, damn, I don't know if it's my internet connection that's preventing it from streaming or what. So let me lower the resolution. Let me see if that works. What about now? Oh man. All right. Damn man, I'm gonna have to cut it off then. And I was actually doing a video for it right now for this trade. So what's up, bro? You heading out? You out and about? Oh, okay, okay, cool, cool. Yeah, man. Mhm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sure, man. I'm here. I ain't going nowhere. All right, man. So let me cut this off, man, because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't work. All right, bro. Later. All right. So I don't know if you guys heard that was Jeremy from Premium Tier Futures, and I was actually trying to stream live in the Discord, but for some reason it's not working. So that's that. All right. So back to what I was saying right there. I don't know if you guys were hearing him or not, but I wasn't talking to myself. I was actually talking to my brethren from the Discord, right? So anyway, where was I? So this right here is too much buying power for me to go short immediately after. This is not enough selling right here to justify going short after this big pop up, because this could just be a bull flag that's you get a small pullback, and this could be a big bull run right here, right into that liquidity. So let me just use the arrows, right? So right, that's wrong color. All right, so too much buying right here going into Camaria artery, almost getting to this high liquidity, and this shallow pullback right here, low volume pullback. I shouldn't have went short right here, right? So should have waited for a pullback and see if we didn't get any follow through, which actually did happen. So this is something I have to work on right here. This is jumping the gun, right? So actually I did get stopped out here because I think my stop was somewhere above here still, right? But after the pullback, we got some sellers, no follow through. After we got these big buy bubbles coming in here, I just decided to cut this trade off, right? If I didn't cut it off, it still would have probably survived, but I just I think it was the proper thing to do, just for good measure, because it's not a good trade to begin with. So in hindsight, I just kind of cut it off right there, right? So let's see. Now over here where we entered, I think this is a better setup to um, go short, because what is it? It's a plus two breakdown, so it's within the black sun strategy, right? So you see I'm highlighting that dash red line. You see to the left there's a plus two band for V1 ETH session. So it's a black sun strategy where we're getting a plus two breakdown. We have the Camaria R3 as our pivot, right? This is also a plus two RTA session rejection. So we're seeing sellers coming in, and we're taking it just above plus one breakdown, right? On the RTH, that dash yellow line right there. So that one did pop up on us again, came back up. It's all so this is like the way I'm putting these VWAPs now, this is going to be something like a zone, because they kind of correlate with each other, but it's like a zone of plus two VWAPs. So all of this right here, is possible rejection area coupled with Camarilla artery, right? So I think it's better to have all these VWAPs from the beginning, anchored from the beginning of these sessions, and just kind of work with them like that. Now, it's going to be, for some, it's going to be a lot to kind of gauge, with these lines and stuff. Some people like simplicity on their charts, and I don't mind the complication because I kind of know what I'm looking at. So, for someone looking at this video, you might look at it and think it's kind of complicated, but basically this is just a zone. It's creating a zone here, right? From this +2 to this one here, right? And as you can see here, we're getting the bull flag. This is a bull flag, right? Because we're bullish, bull flag, and we get to the breakdown of the bull flag, right? So this right here is +1 VWAP from the RTA session. We're getting heavy sellers coming down there. We're coming down now to +1 in the Euro session. Getting a little bounce right there. This is overnight high. And I might have to consider closing this trade depending on how this moves right now. So we're coming back up to roughly my break-even point and retesting +1 on the RTA session VWAP. And let me see, I could kind of tone down these bubbles a little bit. Yeah, that's good. So right now I'm looking at this volume right here. Let's go into this a little bit. Right, so I'm looking at the volume right here. We're getting pop-ups on the volume side. We had sellers here with no follow-through. That's not good for the trade. We had sellers here on the volume side. A lot of volume here and no follow-through. So now at the IB high 30, around 59, 450, we're getting this is basically kind of like a retest, and this is also VWAP for the RTA session. So buyers are coming in here, right? Now, can they really take it back up to, I guess, +2 on the ETH? Probably not. I don't know. It's looking like rejection here and +1 at the RTH session. And I hope this is making sense the way I'm explaining it when I'm saying, RTH session, right? So that's +1 VWAP anchored from the RTH session. This is +2 anchored from the ETH session. And this is +2 from the European session, anchored from the European session. So we're looking here to see if we get continuation to the downside from here. And it's getting back to the break-even point. So I can make a decision now to either close this trade or see if we get the rejection, And this right here is the P&L. I took some other trades here, so lost some trades. So just practicing using Bitcoin, using this a little different deviations on the VWAPs. I think before I wasn't using too much deviations from like the Euro session. I mean the RTA session. I wasn't using those deviations. I was relying on the Euro session and the ETH session deviations, but I decided to put all the deviations together and just see what I come up with, see how price action kind of works around these levels. And basically what I'm noticing now is that it creates kind of like a zone. So we had that bull flag within that +2 zone. Let me go back over here. Right, so that's the bull flag, and that's +2 RTH, +2 Euro session. Come on, highlight. Right, +2 Euro session, plus 2 ETA session. So you see we're coming back into that zone, we're getting buyers. And here on the sub chart, I have this is the market pulse price change. So you can see all the price change on the sub chart. Right, and this blue line here is the CVD. So that's cumulative volume delta. Right, so it's basically blue right now. It's above zero, so it's in buy mode. You know what I'm saying? So this volume right here is suggesting that we're in a bullish trend. And I'm looking to catch a reversal here at Camarilla R3, kind of like a mean reversion kind of trade. So that's what I call like the black sun strategy, where we're getting rejection at a pivot level around like plus 2 VWAP, and that's that area right here. So it's low volume buying right now, but it's still kind of persistent. But this low volume, and I'm expecting it to reject this area here again, and we could get like a move down. So I'm expecting a rejection around this area, Camarilla R3, and then we get the breakdown. All right, let me show you what exhaustion looks like. Right, so this is a big part of my trading strategy here, where I look for exhaustion on the ask. So the ask is that red line right there, the green line below it, that's the bid, right? So the red line is the offer, green line is the bid, and that white line in between there, I don't know if you can see it, it's in between those, that's the last price, right? So that's where the bubbles are executed. So we're looking for, if we have aggressive buyers, we're gonna find them hitting the offer, right? And we don't see that up here. So that's what I kind of look for exhaustion. And as you can see here, we had sellers hit the offer, right? So that's a good sign for exhaustion as well. Right? Buyers try to come back, and sellers took them on right there. So they were at the offer. So sellers are looking more aggressive right now. I want to see them start hitting the bid though. Right? They're only at last price. They're not hitting the bid. So that's kind of like exhaustion on the sell side. If they're aggressive, they're supposed to start hitting the bid. All right, so this is looking good. See here, we have sellers on the ask. We have exhaustion, more sellers. I want to see sellers start hitting the bid now to break down the structure right here. So we had buyers try to take it up, exhaustion on their side, sellers taking control. Let's see if buyers want to come back in and start taking it back up here. right here again, that's the ask, right? That's the offer. They only hit like the last price and they never got aggressive enough to start hitting the offer. So sellers are taking that as a sign of weakness and they start pushing down, right? Big selling, lots of volume there. Let's see if we get a breakdown now. All right, so now buyers are starting to get aggressive and still sellers coming back in. So sellers are showing their strength right now. They're trying to take over. And this is around, let's see here. You see that yellow dash line? So we're at +1 VWAP, right? So sellers trying to take control here at +1 VWAP. All right, you see the offer is still below there. Let me see if I could open that up a little bit. All right. I want to see them start hitting the offer, which is now at 59.40. All right, so that guy just hit the offer right there. Now he has to take it down a little more. So you see he is executing on at the last price, but this one looked like it hit the bid. So they're showing dominance right now. Sellers showing dominance. This is my break-even point. And let's see if sellers come back in here. We see the price change on the market pulse starting to pump up a little bit. And now if you look at the price change, it's moving down. If you look at the CVD, that's moving down as well. So the trade is looking like it wants to work out. And I'm just gonna turn on the desktop audio so you could hear the price change on the market pulse. So I have the market pulse set at drums for the sellers, and it's kind of a different kind of high-pitched song for the buyers. Right, so this is a little bit of selling exhaustion right here. They got buyers coming in on the offer. They got up to the ask. No, sorry, buyers hit the bid and they also hit the offer, but then they just fell right back down. Right, the trader is looking like it wants to work out, so let me see if I could clear up some of this loss here. And you know it's paper trading, right? So trying to clear up some of that loss with some good trades here. All right, so let's zoom out here and take a look. Let's see. you can see it's a nice bullish run, and this is the RTH session. You see this is where the yellow bands of the VWAP started. Right, so that's 9:30, and those others started at 3. This purple one started at 3 a.m. and this red one here is the ETH at 8 o'clock yesterday, 8 p.m. So we had sellers before try to come in and take this down, but it's kind of like a strong uptrend. But I think at this point here, this is where they wanted to get to, and this is where the sellers are. But let's see, it's not as much sellers as this previous move here. So you can see I tried to go short here, got stopped out here. So attempting to short a little too early around here. And again, just to reiterate, this is a Black Sun strategy at +2 VWAP. And this area right here is +2 VWAP for all of the anchored sessions right here. So you see price came back, retested that one right there, just the bottom of the zone, the +2 zone, and Camarilla R3. And we're getting sellers again. So let's see if we might retest. You see exhaustion right there on the offer, that red line, those red lines right there. No buyers up there. Might get another leg down now. Get back to RTH session VWAP and the IB30 high. Right, so this video is 28 minutes now. Probably leave it running for another 2 minutes. And I'll probably give an update on this trade. After I shut it down, I'll probably do another video. So this zone right here is RTH VWAP right here. This is +1. This is +1 on the ETH, +1 on the Euro. So this zone right here, we're trying to break down this zone right now. See, we had buyers come in here right in this zone. Push back up to test +2 zone. And now we're coming back down to the +1 zone, which also has RTH VWAP in it. So this is very significant here. If they're really serious about buying, they'll probably buy right here, just like they did here. So they didn't get any follow through back up into +2 zone here around Camarilla R3 and to get to this liquidity, but they could still do it off of another try, like a second try right here. So this is a crucial point. I want to see sellers coming in here. What we have is liquidity supporting the buyers, and they're pushing up here. All right, let's go into this a little bit. Let's zoom in. what we're seeing here is still exhaustion on the offer, just under this +1 VWAP for the RTH and my break-even point. What I want to see though is some aggressive sellers take on the VWAP. We do have support and liquidity trying to prop up price on the bid. See this guy is adding here, that's 81. 81 Bitcoin on the bid right now. All right, so we at 31 minutes, but we at a crucial point here with the breakdown of VWAP. So I'll let it run a little bit and let's see if this trade is working. This is looking good. Exhaustion on the offer. And I'm trading Bitcoin on the weekend, and you know, Bitcoin is 24/7, right? So it's a good place to backtest strategies within a live market. You know what I mean? So, and I basically develop all of my strategies on a Bitcoin chart because you know you have more time to trade because you know it's a 24/7 market. So I developed these strategies from trading Bitcoin and implement it in futures and stuff like that. All right, one thing I don't like with this trade here is, and this is something I've noticed using Bookmap, right? Because it gives you a little more detail with price action and order flow. So the more time we spend not breaking down when we're getting sellers at this level here close to the bid, right? It's basically showing like absorption, right? Because if we had sellers, real sellers, it would follow through. If we keep getting this sustained level here of I think this is +1 from the euro. You see that line right there, that purple dash line. That's +1 deviation from the on the VWAP from the euro session. So the more this acts as support is the more buyers are accumulating. And then you often get these pop-ups here. So I don't want to see too much of a consolidation here with you know sellers at the bottom that can't break down. Right? So they have to break down soon. Or else that's what I've noticed. If they don't break down soon, you're building momentum for a reversal. All right, so we're getting the sellers. I don't know if you guys are here in the market pulse. You should be. All right, let me just pause the market pulse for a second. I know sometimes when I'm talking, it kind of cracks up my voice a little bit. It still sounds crackly on the recording. So if that happened, my apologies. But it's just with the market pulse, the way the sound kind of interferes with, I guess the mic transmission or something like that. I don't know. So we have the sellers here. hitting VWAP. Right, so you can see that's VWAP RTH session, right? This yellow line right here. We're getting heavy sellers, and again, no follow through, right? But I want to see them take it all the way down. Don't just stop right there, because this could be a reversal. It could be something like a shakeout, right? So you get the shake and then heavy buying. Kind of like to take out any buy stops and then they just go. Right, so I don't want this to be a shake here. So if we retest this level, I want to see sellers right here because we have this breakdown level right here. Now I want to see sellers right there. And if I don't see sellers right there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull my stop down to break even. And let's see what price action wants to do. So we're coming back into this little consolidation here. I'm seeing a little exhaustion on the offer. No sellers yet though. Now we are 37 minutes on the video. It's just because I didn't close it off because we came to this level, this VWAP level here. So I wanted to see if we're actually breaking down VWAP. This is not what I want to see here. This pullback and this lingering is demonstrating that selling pressure isn't there right now. And I don't want this to be accumulation. You know, I mean, all this could be like accumulation to push back up to get to that Camarilla R3 and the heavy liquidity that was above it. That's not enough sellers right there. I want to see some, excuse me, I want to see some big sellers right there. All right, and since it's a +2 black sun rejection, I'm gonna put my take profit at IB low, which is correlating with -2 VWAP, right, from the RTH session, and it's also VWAP from the ETH session. This is VWAP from the Euro session. And actually, I should have took a partial right here. I shouldn't have just put all of them together. I think you could separate them, but I forgot how to do that. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna cut it off here, and I'm gonna do probably a trade recap and see what happened with this trade. So my stop is at roughly 59,549, 59,550 roughly, and take profit is at 59,258.